Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, little off-season hot topic here for NASCAR. We found out today, on November 28th, that Ware Racing will be changing their technical alliance from Stewart-Haas Racing to RFK Racing, and they will also be moving to the RFK campus. So they'll be on the same property as RFK Racing. And also, RFK will have a technical alliance with Front Row Racing. I think this is a great idea. I think this gives the two RFK cars, Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher, the two Front Row Motorsports cars of Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell, and then the two Ware Racing cars, the 15 and the 51. Cody Ware should be back in the 51. Not sure what the 15 is going to do. As for their alliance in 2021 or 22 with Stewart-Haas Racing, I don't think it worked for him, to be honest with you. And here's why. In 2021, Rick Ware had 4 charters. He was 33rd, 34th, 35th, and 36th in points. He's the last 4 of the charters. In 2022, with the 1 year alliance with Stewart-Haas, the 51 charter went from 33rd to 35th. The 15 charter went from 35th to 34th. Really barely gained. The only charter that was worse than Ware Racing was BJ McLeod. Thing is, Stewart-Haas, they gone downhill in the last 2 years as well. And I say that because in 2021, the 4 car was 5th, 14 was 15th, the 10 car was 23rd, and the 41 car was 26th. In 2022, the 4 car dropped from 5th to 16th. Yes, the 10 car went from 23rd to 8th. The 14 went from 15th to 20th. The 41... Sorry, I got those backwards. The 10 car went from 23rd to 20th. The 14 went from 15th to 8th. The 41 went from 26th to 27th. Now, RFK... The 6 car in 2021 went to 28, was 28th, and 22 there was 25th. Now, if it wasn't for that 100-point penalty, they'd be 22nd. The 19 did drop from 19th in points to 21st in points, but they won a race. I think it's a good idea. I like the fact that Rick Ware is going to be teaming with RFK. No, it's not going to make Rick Ware win a championship. It's not going to make Rick Ware win races in 23. No. They're going to run better. Here's the caveat to this. The 51 charter, with the charter system, if you are in the bottom 3, 2 out of 3 years, after the 3rd year, NASCAR can revoke the charter and then either sell it or give it to someone, or you can sell it or give it to someone. Because the old 50... So I think it was the 52 charter, the Petty Ware charter, that was in danger of being revoked, but with GMS buying Richard Petty Motorsports, who had the charter kind of got a reset. So at the end of 23, if that 51 charter is in the bottom 3, so 34th, 35th, or 36th in outer points, then in 24, there's a chance at the end of 23 NASCAR could revoke it. They've never done it in the history of the charter system, but there's always that option. Now, what Rick Ware could do, if that's the case, is go ahead and lease it to someone for 24, or we've seen them where they will flip them. So basically, say the 15 finishes 31st in points. You basically can swap the charters with the teams. So the 51 charter go to the 15 and vice versa. I think you can do that, and it resets the clock for a year. But or you can lease it to someone, maybe lease the 2311, maybe lease the RFK, or even lease it to Front Row for Zane Smith. Now, what this also can do with this kind of 3-team alliance, Zane Smith, he's supposed to run some Cup races, which will probably be the 36 car for Front Row. He's supposed to run some Xfinity races. So if there's a little bit of a Ford technical alliance there, front row, Rick Ware, RFK, that gives some options there for Zane Smith. It also could, depends on what Ford does, maybe give some options for Haley Deegan. But the hot topic today was Rick Ware Racing ending their technical alliance with Stuart Haas, beginning a technical alliance with RFK, and moving to the RFK campus. As for the Rick Ware Racing drivers for 2023, we'll find out. Right now it's TBA. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports, your YouTube leader. Sports channel content.